Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Halloween if you celebrate. Now this is a bonus video for you guys this week. I really wanted to get my witchy spooky unboxing out on Monday, and obviously Wednesday is the 1st, which is when I like to upload my month in reviews. So since I didn't get to do a Halloween themed or tag type video, I thought we could kit up together. Now this is not a Halloween kit. I'm actually going to be working on kitting up Poppy for the DP for Vets event, which starts on November 1st. But I do have a couple of Halloween tags that I thought we could go through and answer questions together and just see where it takes us. Now this will not be a kitting up and choosing my accessories. This is really just me kitting up and then doing all of these questions for you guys. I thought it would be fun. I like to kind of mark holidays with a video. I don't know. I love holidays, so I thought it would be fun to do it like this. Now, before I even start this, I will be kitting up a kit from DIAMOND. Unfortunately, DIAMOND no longer exists. They were bought out by someone, but I believe they changed the name. It's a lot of AI art right now, which if that's your preference, that is fine. I did share an AI piece last week. It's just not necessarily a art style that I gravitate towards. So no shade to anybody who likes to work on AI art. Just what I had seen didn't look like anything I would be interested in. So DIAMOND was the topic of conversation for a lot of the summer, I would say. I was not someone who was affected by their shutdown. I believe that they weren't giving refunds at the time. They weren't sending out orders that had already been placed. I don't have firsthand knowledge. That's just kind of what I've heard through other people in the community. So I absolutely do not support that. And I sure hope that any of you that were affected by that, it has been resolved for you at this point. But I do have a stash of DIAMOND kits. This is one that I have loved for so long, and I was so excited when I was able to purchase it. And I really, really want to work on it in November. Now, there were some other DIAMOND kits that I wanted to work on over the summer. I ended up taking them off of my rotation just because I didn't want it to be like a slap in the face to the people who were going through that. Things seem to have settled now, and I don't want people to think that me working on this kit is like trying to dredge up the past again. So I do just want to say that all of my DIAMOND kits that I own, I purchased myself. I did win gift cards for a few of them. I did have, money off, but they were all purchased by me. And if you were familiar with DIAMOND back then, they were a very expensive diamond painting retailer. They charged a lot for their kits. They had a lot of, their shipping was quite expensive. And for me, logistically and financially, to just let these kits sit undone does not work for me. I need and I want to work on them because I purchased them because I enjoyed the image. A lot of you had expressed that you would still like to see post reviews on DIAMOND kits as I finish them. I would like to make this a formal spot for you to let me know in the comments if you would still be interested in that. You guys know I do post review Friday, and if you want me to skip this one, then just let me know and I will. Like I said, I don't want to make this, more uncomfortable for the people that were affected by the DIAMOND owners and the closure and all of that. So with all of that said, we will be kitting up this image by DIAMOND, which is called Poppy. The artist is, I can never pronounce this last name. I think I just get too phonetically in my head. I think it's Michelle Zia. Is that correct? I don't know. It's a 50 by 71. It is a round drill. All of my kits in my stash from DIAMOND are rounds. And as soon as I saw this one, I was like, this would be perfect for DP for Vets, which is hosted by Daphne from Diamond Painting Anonymous. My family is full of veterans, and my grandfather used to, I don't even know if they do this anymore, but when I was a kid, you would go to like Walmart or the grocery store, and in November, there would be veterans sitting outside handing out poppies. My poppy, which is what we called him, he always did that. So I thought that this one would be perfect. It kind of brings back the memories, and I also just think it's an absolutely gorgeous kit. And that's kind of another reason why I want to work on my Diamond Shop images. I'm very sorry. I feel like I'm starting to lose my voice, so I apologize if I keep clearing my throat. Diamond Shop had some absolutely amazing artists, like stunning artwork, and a lot of them have been picked up by other diamond painting shops at this point. I'm pretty sure that Jade from Jaded Gem has, I know she has Shiryuki. She had Shiryuki before. And I believe she now has Medusa the Doll Maker. I was hoping that she would get Margaret Morales, but I believe that Diamond Art Club has gotten that contract, which is great. I just think that Jade's rendering would have maybe lended itself a little bit better to Margaret Morales's artwork. But obviously Diamond Art Club is great as well. And I feel like there was another artist that Jade got, but now I can't remember. If you can see I'm like taping things together. I'm trying to tape the legend into a smaller thing here so that I can run it through my sticker maker. So just bear with me for a second while I do that. But yes, I feel like still working on the Diamond Shops that I have in my collection is still drawing attention to the artist, which is what I like to do with my diamond paintings, which is why I'm trying to think, when's the last time I worked on a not, yeah, I think it's been years, honestly, since I've worked on a non licensed piece of art. So I love supporting the talented artists. All right, and then I'm going to trim this. Oops. It's been so long since I've had to use my Xyron sticker maker that I'm like, how did I do this? Trim that. Let me tape up the back. I'm sure there's easier ways to do this. This is just what I do. Oh no. Please tell me I have enough tape. Just need a little bit more. All right, I think we're good. Okay, and now I'm going to run this through my sticker maker. Like I said, it's been so long since I have had to use this. All right, rub this down, peel this away. And we should have some stickers. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let me trim these up and then I will start the tag questions. I found two. I don't think these, I'm pretty sure I did this type of video last Halloween, but I am fairly certain that these are different tags. If you're ever looking for tag questions, or if you make videos and you don't know what to talk about, I find that tag questions they work really well for me. I am someone who, if I'm prompted to have something to talk about, generally I'm good. So if somebody asks me a question, like if I'm answering your questions or tag questions, I can talk like the best of them. But if I'm just here trying to come up with stuff on the fly, I tend to struggle with that, which is why for a while I had given up on wipnchat or kitnchat, because I just was so bad at trying to find something to talk about. So if you are a creator, or if you're new, if you're just starting out, definitely Google up some, please don't turn off, Google some tag questions. I find them very, very helpful. I highly, highly recommend, and there are so many out there. I also grew up in the time when everybody on YouTube just did tag questions. Like, I'm 32, so if you're like around the same age and you were a YouTube person, and when I say grow up, I mean I was like a teenager, but a lot of people did tag questions back then. All right, so we have our labels. I'm going to be using the Elizabeth Ward system. I have my washi tape for my containers. I did go ahead and pick my washi tape. I had actually bought this one for this kit. This is a poppy one. It's from Amanda Michelle Designs. So I grabbed it out. We're not going to be using that right now, but it is available when I need it. Okay, so we have 1AB. I don't know if I have this all out of order. So let me sort through these very quickly. I think they're somewhat in order. Yeah, it looks like it. Perfect. Love that. A little out of order it looks like, but that's okay. We have a lot of 3000 numbers, which is fun because I feel like those are colors I don't really work with very often. Oops, I think that is open. 37, 36, 37, oh my gosh, that's a big bag of 356. Safe to say that's going to be one of our main background colors. Oh, look at that one. It's got a little bit of everything in there. 38, 31, and 37, 78. Okay, we have our drills all in order. I'm just going to move them around a little bit so that we can have some space. All right, let's do this. Got my labels. We are starting with 150, which will fit in a little guy. Okay, so the first tag that I found, I tend to do a lot from this blog. It's called Mama, what is your website? Mama Cat's Losing It. There we go. And this is a this or that tag question. Let me just take a drink here. Okay, that's better. Again, I apologize for my voice. I'm filming this on Saturday, what's today, the 28th? And Steven has been sick all week. He stayed home from work on Thursday, I think it was. And I was like, oh, I feel fine. And now I'm starting to get like a little scratch in my throat. So I was like, ugh. So I will be filming all of this week's videos today, just in case I, in fact, get sick. Okay, so this is a Halloween this or that tag. I will link these down below. By the time you guys are seeing it, it is on Halloween, so I know you guys probably won't use it, but maybe some of you will want to put it away for next year. So this one has 13 questions. The first one is chocolate candy or fruity? Chocolate. I am a chocolate girl. I need to not be. I eat too much candy, but oh well. I actually don't. I don't keep candy in the house. But I do like to eat like little chocolate chip morsels. So sometimes I do eat too much chocolate. I like fruity candy. Like I bought the pack of individually boxed dots. I love the seasonal dots. Now don't try to come at me with the like everyday dots. I want the seasonal ones. So they had the ghost dots, which I think are just the everyday flavor, but in like translucent ghost color. But I do like those, but if I had to pick, I'm definitely going for chocolate. Witches or vampires? Why is that such a difficult question? See, for someone like me, who is a 90s, early 2000s kid, how are you going to ask me that question? Like, Twilight versus Halloween Town? I don't know. Can I say both? I want to be a witchy vampire. That's what I want. I guessed witches. But then again, vampires. I don't know. That's a hard one. Oops. Number 3 is trick or treat. Definitely treat. I don't like tricks. Don't be trying to play tricks on me. Definitely treat. Will this fit in one of these small containers? How big is this bag? 5.6. See, when I use these Elizabeth Wards, I'm always like checking the size of the, like how much the weight is. Like how much can I fit in this little one? Let's try it. Let me try it before I put the label on though. Number 4 is Halloween party or scary movie. They both sound terrifying to me. I do not do scary movies at all. Like my idea of a Halloween movie, good job, Laura, is Halloween Town, Casper the Friendly Ghost, Hocus Pocus, which even that's a little scary at times. I think I might need to go to the bigger one. But also I don't like parties. So neither, but if I had to choose, probably Halloween party, because I guess I can deal with people if I have to. Number 5 is skeletons or zombies. Again, pass. I guess skeletons maybe. I mean, skeletons aren't scary, but zombies are scary. Like if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm taking myself out. And I mean that in the nicest way. I'm not cut out for that life. I don't even watch, like Steven and his parents, they watch, what's that show about the zombies? I almost said Zombieland, but I think that's a movie. What's his name? Denny from Grey's Anatomy was in it. I'm sure you guys know. You're probably yelling it at the screen. Oh, Walking Dead? Is that what it's called? They watch that and I'm like, absolutely not. And we'll be out like on the lake and there's this island there that's pretty isolated and there are 2 people, like there's somebody who bought it recently and they're building a second house, and Steven will be like, when the zombie apocalypse hits, that's where we're going. We're taking over that property. I'm like, oh my God, no, just take me out and you good luck. I'm not cut out for that lifestyle. I'm like, can I bring diamond paintings? So I guess skeletons. I feel like skeleton is the least scary option. Trick or treat or hand out candy. I love handing out candy. So we live in a, I guess it would be considered a neighborhood, but it's a really small little area. We live on a dead-end street, and then like directly behind us is a really short like cut-through street. So we get a lot of little kids, and I love handing out candy to them because they're just so cute. Obviously when I was younger, I would go trick-or-treating, but I think handing out candy, because I love seeing kids in their costumes, and it's so cute. And I'm like an early to bed kind of person. So if I'm handing out candy, then I can just turn the light off and be done when I'm ready to be done. Hayride or corn maze? Ugh. So for me personally, I've done the hayrides before and they're fine. I don't love going on hayrides, but I also don't love corn mazes because I feel like I'm really exposing myself for just like being a wild person here. I have a fear of getting lost, which I think is valid. I'm sure some of you also have a fear of being lost. And even though a corn maze is like designed to be easy, I feel like I would still panic. I don't know that I've ever done a corn maze, if I'm being completely honest with you. Maybe when I was really small, but I don't, I guess a hayride. I'm gonna go hayride. As long as it's a short one, because I do get motion sick. See what I mean? I'm like, I'm annoying, I apologize. 336. Okay, next up is scary costume or funny costume. I think funny costumes for sure. Like I mentioned, I don't really do scary things. I don't like them, but a funny costume all the way. Pumpkin seeds or pumpkin pie? Ugh. Is neither an option again? I don't like pumpkin. I don't like pumpkin. I'm not like pumpkin spice latte girl. I'm not pumpkin pie. I'm not pumpkin seeds. I guess I would probably do pumpkin pie, and I would just eat all of the whipped cream off the top. I don't like pie in general. I don't do pie at all. So I don't know. Pumpkin seeds? Pumpkin seeds, I guess. Number 10 is bottle feed a baby zombie or walk alone through a dark forest. I think I would bottle feed a baby zombie. I think I could handle that because babies are cute. And even baby zombies are cute, I'm sure. But walking alone in a dark forest? Absolutely not would that be happening. No freaking way. Hard pass. Number 11 is bats or black cats. Is that even how is that even a question? Black cats, 100%. Who wants to be hanging around with bats? Absolutely not. Black cats, 100%. Finally, an easy question. Pumpkin spice or hot chocolate? Hot chocolate all the way. Hot chocolate, 100%. Pumpkin, ugh. Pumpkin spice, ugh. My sister is a pumpkin spice girl. And I'm like, ugh, how? Let me know if you guys are pumpkin spice people. I don't get the craze. I don't get it. And the last question for this one is celebrate in your neighborhood or at the mall. Now, I remember when I was small that people actually did that, and I didn't realize, like, I guess I shouldn't say when I was small. I remember when I was a teenager and I was like at the mall with one of my friends, and I think it was on Halloween. Maybe we were going to see a movie or something. So we were like walking around the stores before, and people were giving out candy to little kids. I did not know that was a thing. That's so cute. But for me, it was always my neighborhood. We always just went around to went around our neighborhood when I was small. I never went to the mall, but that's such a good idea, especially for like really little kids when you want to have them like trick or treat really early. Such a good idea. Okay, let's see here. I kind of wish, where's 402? Kind of thinking that I might go out of order just the tiniest bit here so I can save myself some space. Because this one is clearly going to need one of the large containers, but I still have some room in this row, so I might just go a little bit out of order and then do the big bag to start the next row. Okay, so that was the first tag. Again, that was just called the Halloween this or that tag. I'll link it down below. Our next one is 30 spooky Halloween questions tag. And this is from, what is your website called? ruthsick.wordpress.com. I'll link it in the description. This has 30 questions, so I'm sure this will hopefully take us to the end of our kitting up here. All right, number 1 is favorite horror or Halloween themed song. I feel like I would be remiss to not bring up Thriller by MJ. I remember watching that video when I was a kid, and it's just like hardcore spooky vibes. It really is. What else? I'm trying to think. What is going on here? This bag got like turned inside out. Can we not? Yeah, I guess I'll say Thriller by MJ. I think that's like probably a very common answer, but growing up, I heard that song a lot, so. Or maybe Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is a good one too. When I was in school, like elementary and middle school, we played Ghostbusters in PE, which was, they would play the song and there would be like haunted houses on the ends, and you would have the Ghostbusters. There would be like, I don't know, 4 or 5 designated Ghostbusters, and then all the kids would run around as the ghosts. And if you weren't in a haunted house, then you had to like run away from the Ghostbusters. Apparently they don't play that anymore, because I was talking to one of the PE teachers about it not that long ago, and oh, I still did the, god damn it. And he was like, I've never heard of that. It's like, what? I thought everybody played this game. Turns out they don't. Gosh darn it, I messed this up. Can I peel this? Come on. Okay. Well, let me fix my mistake. Okay, next question. Name something you wouldn't want to run into in a dark forest or in an abandoned building. Oh, that's terrifying. A zombie, maybe? You know, like zombies bite you and kill you. That's my limited knowledge of zombies, by the way. Probably a zombie. A serial killer. I guess I'll go with zombie, because I feel like, you know, a ghost, maybe I could befriend the ghost. We could talk about their problems, why they haven't crossed over. I'm gonna go with zombie. Have you ever played with a Ouija board? Definitely when I was a kid. I don't really believe in the Ouija boards personally. I think one of us would always just be the one that was like pushing it around, but I have definitely played with them before. Favorite horror monster or villain? I don't watch horror movies, so it would have to be a villain from like a movie or something, or a book, I guess. Be like a Disney villain? I don't know. Favorite villain? Maybe like Captain Hook. I feel like Captain Hook is a good villain. I think Captain Hook is my answer. The creepiest thing that's ever happened to you while you were alone. Ooh. I mean, definitely like anytime I've been home alone, I think that something spooky is happening. It's probably not, but I don't know. I definitely feel like when I was younger, like when I was first able to stay home alone, I would always just hear like different sounds. You know how like a house settles and pipes make noises and other things just kind of make noise? I definitely think that that used to scare the crap out of me, because I'd be like, somebody's in the house, when it was really just like the heat turning on. So I don't think I can like pinpoint a specific occurrence, but that's kind of where my brain is going. If you were dared to spend the night in a haunted house, would you? No, absolutely not. No way. No, 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 no. I know I've talked about this story before on my channel when I was a kid, and we went to a haunted house and my parents had been saying my name. So then the workers in the haunted house, like the scary people, started using my first name, like calling my name. No, absolutely not. I'm scarred. I was like, when I was a teenager, my best friend and her family used to do, I mean, I don't really know how to explain it. Like, they called it camp, but it was like an RV park where they would like spend their weekends and holidays and stuff. And over the summer, they would always try to put in, like, celebrate all the holidays together. So in like July or early August, we would celebrate Halloween. And they would do like a haunted trail through the woods. No. They used to force me to do it, which looking back on it now, I'm like, that was so rude. Force me to do that. But my best friend's brother was younger than us, and I literally like gripped onto him so hard, like walking through that thing. No, absolutely not. I would never, ever, 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 ever spend the night in a haunted house. You could not pay me. You could tell me, I'm going to give you $1 million, and I would be like, no. Because I'll probably die of a heart attack before the end of the night. So dramatic. Are you superstitious? No, I don't think so. I know when I was younger, I was like, do you guys remember, don't step on the crack or you'll break your mama's back? Like, I used to be suspicious about all that stuff, but no, I don't think I'm suspicious these days. So let's take a little intermission here. Diamond Shop always, not always, but they had started doing 1AB. So they would pick a color and send you that particular AB. For this one, it's 666, which is a red. One thing that I did really like about what they did is they would send you the AB and the regular drill, so you could decide if you wanted to use it or not. I did really like that. So I am going to put both in containers here because I know I'll have enough space. But I don't know that I want to use this AB. So I'm going to put both, and I'll kind of decide that on the fly. From my experience with Diamond Shop kits, I don't feel like their rendering really lent itself to ABs and other special drills, but I do think it was cool that they offered it. So I will be putting both in, and I will decide as I go. Do you see figures in your peripheral vision? I don't think I see figures. I do feel like I have a very good peripheral vision. Like I see a lot of things out of the corner of my eye or the side of my eye. But I don't think I see figures. I think I just see what's happening in my peripheral vision quite well. Come on. There we go. Okay, next one. Which urban legend scares you the most? I don't know if I know any urban legends. I don't think I have an answer for that one. Do you prefer gore or thrillers? Ugh, neither. I guess thrillers though. I mean, I don't consider myself like a squeamish person. You know, like, maybe I am a squeamish. When I was younger, I was probably squeamish. I think now it's just like, whatever. But I don't know that I would want to sit and watch like a gory film. So I guess if I had to pick one, I guess it would be a thriller. Do you believe in multiple dimensions or worlds? I don't think so. I mean, I read a lot of like fantasy books and, you know, I read to like escape the real world. But I feel like as I'm reading, I'm like, clearly this is a fantasy book. I don't know that I believe in other worlds. I mean, it would be pretty cool if there were other worlds, but I don't think, I believe that it actually exists. Let's see. Ever made a potion of any sort? No. I mean, just like failed cooking experiments count as a potion? No, I've never made a potion before. Do you get scared easily? Yes. Absolutely, 100%. Yes, I have. Or yes, I do. I am a big scaredy cat. I don't care what anybody says. I get scared very easily. Like so Steven and I have lived together in our house for, I think it's 3 years this week, or the week before this week, maybe? I can't remember exactly when we moved in, but we were moved in right before Halloween. So we've lived together in our house for 3 years. I had an apartment before, which he would stay over a couple nights a week. And even living with him, I will still get scared if I'm doing something in the kitchen and he just pops up. I'm like, where did you come from? And he's like, I live here. So yes, I am a big scaredy cat and I don't care. Have you ever played Bloody Mary? I'm pretty sure that like when I was a kid, I think we did it at a sleepover one time, but you know, nothing happened, obviously. Do you believe in demons / the devil? No, I do not. I do not. I don't want this to get like into like a religious talk or anything. I don't believe in like any of that stuff. I don't believe in an afterlife at all. Angels, devils, demons, I don't. Let's see. You're home alone, but you hear footsteps in your house. What do you do? You're home alone, but you hear footsteps in your house. What do you do? Crawl under the bed? I don't know. Freak out? Have a heart attack? Probably. I'm like the worst I'm like defenseless person. I would probably just have a panic attack and keel over if I'm being honest. These tag questions are really exposing me here. If you got trapped in one scary movie, which would you choose? I don't know any scary movies, so I feel like I cannot choose one because I have absolutely no idea. 33. Okay. If you could wear only one costume for the rest of your life, what would it be? Ooh, that's a good one. I would want it to be something comfortable. None of that, like, sexy cop costumes or anything. Like, we want to be comfortable, right? So something that's like a onesie, maybe. Like, When I was a kid, I was an M&M one year. And I feel like that would be a great option because my sister and I were both M&Ms. I think I was the... I'd have to find a picture. I know one of us was blue and one of us was yellow. I just can't remember who was who. But I feel like that would be a great option because I live in New York. So some Halloweens are 70 degrees. Our Halloween this year is expected to be like in the 40s. So if I were to be an M&M, I could change what I wear under it so that I would be comfortable. So if it's like super cold, I could wear a turtleneck and some like thermal pants or leggings. But if it's going to be cooler or warmer, I could wear like a t-shirt. Right? See, I feel like this is a good way of thinking. I would be an M&M. Also, the costume would fluctuate with you know, your size. M&M. And I think I would be the yellow one. I feel like maybe I was the yellow one when I was a kid. I can't remember for sure though. All right, next question. Would you ever go to a graveyard at night? I mean, I'm not, like I said before, I'm not superstitious. So I don't think I would have an issue with going to a graveyard in the dark. Would I want to be there? No. But if I was there for like a reason, I think I would go whenever I had the time. In a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? I already told you guys. If a zombie apocalypse happens, take me out. I don't know. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I don't even know how to incapacitate a zombie. Can they be incapacitated? I don't know. This is why. Just take me out. Put me out of my misery. Okay. Next. Would you rather go to a Halloween party or trick-or-treating? This is kind of similar to the other question from the last tag. I think... Actually, this one is a little different, isn't it? It's a different option. I think I would go trick-or-treating. I know there's people at both, but if I'm trick-or-treating, I don't have to like fully socialize with people. Just ring the doorbell, trick-or-treat, and walk away. Whereas at a party, you're at a party and you have to be social. So trick-or-treating, I think. Spilling diamonds here. Okay. If you are in a horror movie, are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? Now, this might be like tooting my own horn a little bit, but I think I would be the comic relief. I do get told a lot, not a lot, but like people tell me that they think I'm funny. Oh my gosh, Laura, I'm trying to grab some of these smaller containers from over here. I think I would be the comic relief. I do think that I'm somewhat funny at times. And I think that I would just be so like delusional through the whole thing that it would be funny to people. That's a good question. I like that one. Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie so you can go to sleep? I don't watch horror movies, so I don't know what my process would be. I do remember when I was smaller, so I have a cousin who is substantially older than the rest of us. My mother's side of the family had a pretty wide age range for some of the grandchildren. Well, for the children and then the grandchildren. So we had an older cousin who like had an apartment when we were pretty small and whatever. So she used to have us over for sleepovers and all that fun stuff. And I remember she put me, and I have a cousin who is like a year and a day older than I am. Our birthdays are like a day apart. She put us to bed first so that the older cousins, like my sister and why won't this come off? Oh, I don't want to rip this. Sorry, guys. There we go. She put us to bed first so that they could all watch like a scary movie together. And I remember I walked out like in the middle of, is it like The Children of the Corn or something? Is that a scary movie? And I just remember being like, holy crap, what the heck? And I definitely had a hard time falling asleep. So I don't know if watching something funny would have made me feel better or been able to go to sleep, but I don't understand the appeal of scary movies. If you watch scary movies, please let me know why. I mean, obviously watch what you want to watch, but what's the appeal? This one should work. We're almost done. Whilst watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person who has their eyes covered the whole time, or the person who falls asleep? I would probably be the person who covers their eyes if I were to watch them. That would probably be me. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, my stomach just growled. I hope you guys didn't hear that. Are you the one who gets scared or the one who does the scaring? Oh, I get scared. 100%. Favorite scary book? I don't have it. I don't really read thrillers. So I don't think I have one. I don't think I have one. Did I just put the wrong color in? No. No scary books or movies or anything of the sort for me. Let's see. How old were you when you saw your first horror movie? I was probably like, I'm trying to think of how old I would have been at that sleepover. Like 8 maybe? And I didn't watch it. Like I said, I just happened to walk out and see that they were watching it. So maybe I was like 8. I don't know for sure. Wait a second. Oh, I got these out of order. Shoot. Just a little bit out of order here. 3771. Perfect. And then this should fit. I love when the Elizabeth Wards line up perfectly. It just makes me so happy. Okay, let's see here. What was your first Halloween costume? Ooh, I don't know what I was when I was small. The first costume that I remember is I was Baby Bop from Barney for like 3 or 4 Halloweens in a row because I was so, I'm very short. I am still to this day, very, very short. And I was always very tiny and petite. And I think I was Baby Bop for, no lie, like 3 to 4 Halloweens in a row. And I just kept fitting in that costume because my parents would just like do one uncuff of the legs each year. So that's the first costume that I remember. I don't know what my first one would have been though. I don't know, because I was born in November. So I would have been, like, I would have missed that first Halloween of 1990. So yeah, the first one I remember is Baby Bop, and I loved that costume. My parents let somebody borrow it, I think, and they never got it back, and that makes me so sad because it was such a cute costume. Ooh, we only have 2 left, and we're almost done. Well, let me sort this out. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a large one for this color. All right, the next question is, what are you going to be for Halloween this year? I don't dress up for Halloween. I don't go to any Halloween parties or anything like we established earlier. I wonder if that would have fit in one of these. That's okay. But I do work for a school district, and my office was actually invited to one of the elementary parades this year, which I am so freaking excited for. And they said that, obviously, they said we could dress up. I think I'm going to be a cat. Original, I know. You're shocked that the crazy cat lady wants to be a cat. But I already have, like, cat ears, and I think I have a tail. And it would be something easy that I can, like, draw on the whiskers and then take them off so I can go back to work. Not looking like a crazy person. But I think, yeah, I think I'll put on, like, cat ears and just that for the parade. And then I will probably take it right off. But how can you go to an elementary Halloween parade and not have on a little costume? So... But generally, I don't dress up. I don't, like, go out and look for a Halloween costume each year. I just kind of, if an event pops up, then I need something, I'll wear, like, a witch's hat or cat ears or something like that. And question number 30 is, if you could have a spooky Halloween pet, black cat, owl, bat, rat, wolf, what would you pick? Go ahead, guys. Answer the question for me. As soon as you put black cat, what do you think I'm going to pick? It's a cat. I'm going to pick a black cat, 100%. How dare you even ask? Definitely a black cat. As if we're surprised. Spooky, witchy vibes, a cat. Easiest question of the bunch. So those are the 2 tags. Actually, that was, like, just about perfect timing. Love when that works out. We have a couple more colors here. So we'll get those together. $38.30. Come on. No, don't take your friend. Thank you. These drills were actually very nice to kit up. I am, oh my gosh, and these are going to be almost perfect. What a great day. What a great day. This is a very neutral color palette. I hope it's not, oh gosh, I hope it's not a bore to work on. But I'm very much looking forward to seeing this particular piece come together. All right, let's see. My stomach is growling so much. This is the second video that I've filmed this morning, so I think I'll take a little break, go get some breakfast, and work on the rest of the week. Okay, perfect. Look at this. We do have some more of this 356, which I could put in here, but these lined up so perfectly that I kind of don't want to mess that up. We will not be choosing accessories this time around. It's just a bit more of a lift than I want to try to film today with everything else. So definitely stay tuned. Probably my next kit and chat will be a kit up and choose accessories. But I am very much looking forward to working on this kit and to be participating in the DP for Vets. Here is the image. Again, let me know in the comments down below if you're still interested in seeing a post review for this kit once it's completed. Obviously, Diamond Shop does not exist anymore. I don't know of any company who's picked up this artist where you could pick up this piece. But I know that some of you still have Diamond Shop kits in your stash, and maybe you want to hear my thoughts. So let me know that. I will link both of these tags that I did in this video down below. I hope everyone has a wonderful Halloween if you celebrate. Please stay safe, and remember to check your kids' candy. People are wild out there and you never know. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for my month in review, which I'm excited to talk about. I will see you guys then. Bye.